What's up, guys? So, it's very rare I break out the old cheapo Rubbermaid folding table, but today's one of those days. I've got way too much stuff in front of me to kind of filter through, work through off the tailgate or whatever. And I did a video a while ago on some Toolbox Widget stuff, and I've got a massive haul today of basically, honestly, I think everything they have. It's extensive. I loved what I had in the cart or in the box originally, and decided it was time to really invest and get a little bit of everything. So I've got everything from their grip mats here to some DIY series stuff, knuckle scrubber soap, which has like a little rough porous place on the top to scrub all the dirt out. That stuff works awesome. I got 3 of them. Plier organizers, socket organizers of every size, some of their newer drawer liners that we have here. So you got them both in, what is this, an 18-inch, I think 24-inch, I believe. I can't really remember if that's what it is, but I'm fairly sure 24s and 18s, yeah. So full rolls cut to size, and then some more of their tool hanger stuff. So on top of that, I actually have a brand new product that is launching next week. So part of their 4.0 series. So I've got a little bit of everything here. Super stoked about it. We'll walk through it all. Again, I have too much in front of me to kind of go willy-nilly on a toolbox or on the back of a truck, however we normally do this. So a little more formal today. Drive through everything. Check it out. Something else, I've got a discount code below. I think it saves you 10%. So super cool there, saves you some money. Guys, I love this company. Veteran owned, really, really cool, and creative and kind of cutting edge stuff that really, really frickin' works. I've had a lot of other brands, and I actually had some Ernst organizers that I just had to get rid of. The magnets kept falling out, and I was just getting frustrated with it. So anyway, dove in 100% here, and I want to dive through it all. So I think first and foremost, why don't we dive through some of the socket organizers from the Pro Series? If you watched the last video, I did throw a bunch in this drawer of my Montezuma here. And still have more to put in. So all I did was my SAE stuff. I didn't do any metric. All I work on are my old Fords. So, well, my 89 is basically all SAE still. The 96 250 has quite a bit of metric actually, and just a few SAE, but I'm stuck in my ways. So, yeah, let's just dive through each piece of this, kind of check it out, and then we'll toward the end we'll grab and check out this new 4.0 series that they're rolling out, so you can really see what they've done new, and some of the new stuff, new design and features they have. So guys, I'd love a subscription if you're here, and a like, subscribe, drop a comment. If you use this or anything else, let me know your thoughts on this, and yeah, let's dive into it. So 1/4-inch organizers here. The cool thing with the Toolbox Widget stuff is you've got your missing tool indicator. So the orange little peg that all these sit on is, or the stud that all these sit on is obviously 1/4-inch sized for 1/4-inch, 3/8, 1/2-inch, etc. But when a tool's missing, you see it. I have a 5-year-old who loves being out here with me, so having this and knowing that he walked off with one somewhere is really nice for me, because there are times that, and I think if we all, all of us growing up, it was always our fault if when Dad lost a tool, whether it was his fault or not. So now we know. So part of it, obviously, you've got the missing tool indicator, but another piece is we've got these stems that can fit into that stud base. So it gives you the size of it. So this one says 3/8. You pop it right in there. And I actually grabbed a 3/8 one there, or a 3/8. So anyway, there we go. So this is a 14 mil peg. It has it on the top and embossed in there, and then you can stick it on the base. So for tall sockets, you can also see from the top what size it is and gives a little more rigidity. But with that magnet on the bottom, it holds these sockets really, really well. So I've never had an issue with them falling over. Like that I had to have that, that stem in there. Aside from that, we'll go into, the features are the same, but we'll at least show each one. So there's your 1/4 inch. Here's my 3/8. Again, same deal there, just with a 3/8 inch base, same stems that they have on those. Ready to rock and roll, same deal. And 1/2 inchers are the exact same. All these are a little bit pliable, mostly hard plastic base, really kind of a hard plastic base with a magnet adhered to the bottom. So you're not going to lose that magnet if you pull a rail out, drop it in a grip mat, what have you. So really, really secure. They don't move. I mean, they sit on there good. They're really tight to the bottom of your drawer, even through a liner. And obviously the more you have on there, the better it is to keep, kind of keep them all in place. And again, when they have a liner in there, I've never had issues with them moving. So again, same deal. Still have the stems for them, for when you want to put them in there, so you can see from the top on some of your deep well sockets, what you have. When we'll look at wrench organizers, I've got my wrench organizers in a drawer here, so we'll have to dive into the drawer and actually kind of look at what those are. Plier organizers are right here. These are Pro Series ones, so we've got straight up and down on there. They've got a little flex to them, not much, but a little bit of give to them, and I think that's just part of the feet, part of how they just the design of it, not necessarily, purposefully, but just with how it's shaped like a U. Still got the missing tool indicator as well as the magnet on the bottom. So that's for all your pliers. Let's see, do I have any angle? I don't think yeah. So all of my plier organizers there. I've got to redo my plier drawer. It's a mess. So I got plenty of them of those. DIY series, if you're looking to save a little bit of money, same deal with, well, that's a wrench organizer. Let me grab a plier organizer so we can kind of look one-to-one here. On the plier organizers, they function a little bit differently. So this is just the angled ones. So everything sits at an angle. There is no magnet on the bottom. They all clip together with clips. You have spacers for however wide you want to make it. But kind of just all goes together just like this, and you can run them in line. Again, this is not the Pro Series. This is the DIY series, but it does save you a little bit of money. So if you want to be more on the budget, I know these can add up, especially if you have a pretty large toolbox. And I'm sure some of you guys are like, that's not a big box. Well, tough luck. It is to me, who works out of their garage. So that's DIY series. So it's just a little different. No missing tool indicator on the DIY series, and no magnetic base. Here's another plier organizer. This one's straight up and down. So they're all just an individual straight up kind of vertical. Ooh, get that one done. Vertical peg, and then you set it, however wide you want it, and you throw another one on the other side here, and you would have it fully in. So then you'd have your pliers in between there, which is nice. So you can set the width, whatever you need. If you have a super wide plier, you want to lay one flat, maybe it's too tall for your drawer, what have you. You do have options here. But I don't have many of the DIY series. I really like the Pros. I really like the features that the Pros have. So I tend to stick with those. But again, saving some money, they're a really good option out there to save a little bit of coin. And then working into, let's look at these grip mats. So these grip mats are really, really cool. I'm a big fan of these. And I think one of the things that a lot of people complain about or are maybe fearful of when moving to, you know, an organizer like this is, well, hey, if I'm gonna run out to my truck, how do I, you know, make sure I take all my stuff? I can't just pick up a single socket rail. Well, I use my grip mats and they hang on stuff, or the silicone sticks on stuff really, really well. And I'm all dusty, so it's not gonna stick very well right now. But you know, throw it on a fender, throw it on the, you know, on the hood if you're working on something there. I throw all my stuff in there. It also has kind of a rudimentary, you know, measuring tape in there, so a ruler on there, so you can measure if you know, if you have a part or whatever. The big grip mat, same deal, holds a ton of stuff. Really nice silicone on this, and really, really enjoy the grip mat stuff. Same deal with this. I like using this one when I have a lot of different sockets where I know I'm going to be pulling, you know, some fasteners out. I can organize all my fasteners in here for each individual thing. So that's another really good, good little product they have. I don't think I have a knife on me, but we've got our, I'll use a stem to open it up. I've got, wow, it smells good. I love the smell of this stuff. Some of their knuckle scrubber soap. So bar of soap with what I would call almost like a, not a Brillo pad, but like that rough part that's on top of a sponge on there. And it, you know, all the soap comes through it. It's, it runs through the sponge or through the soap all the way through. And so you get to scrub and really, really break all that grime free. And the nice thing is my wife doesn't hate me now when I come in after working out in the garage all night, and she's not complaining that my hands are filthy. Don't touch me. It's hard enough anyway. Let's look at liners. So another thing they brought out were some liners. Ooh, drawer liners. Let's see. Oh, hey, it's already out on one side that I can pop open. So cut to length drawer liners. All of them are embossed with Toolbox Widget in them, their logo. Kind of cool. I'm going to replace all of mine with these. Nice thick, good liners there. Again, has Toolbox Widget engraved, or kind of imprinted into it. So real nice little feature there. Nice quality, and would really, you know, kind of tie in my whole box, looking really nice all together. So that's an 18-inch. Here's a 24-inch. Obviously, you could cut them horizontal or vertical if you needed to, you know, put two in. So you have options there. And then another thing I have here would be the their tool hanger stuff. So tool hangers, kind of a neat process they got. It's another company that I think they kind of partnered up with or worked with together, but stuff that you can hang on, you know, on your wall, throw it up in kind of semi-pegboard. I've got a pegboard over here on my Montezuma side box, but I don't use it much. But I think if I can throw this on there, I can get some additional organization, throw some stuff on there, whether it's, you know, some stuff I don't want to have in my box, specialty tools, or what I'm thinking is all my wife's gardening stuff. We have a big garden out back. Hang all of our gardening stuff on there, and then she's not going in and out of my drawers, and she can grab it all straight off the hook, keep it organized really well, and really, really simple there. There's just a one-row board for it. We got accessory trays, which are really cool. So let's say, you know, for fasteners, I got a whole bunch of screws and, you know, nails up top. Can throw one on there, throw some fasteners in there, throw some small parts in there, and some variety of little things. Plier organizers, so you can hang pliers through the, you know, through it, upside down, right side up, however you want to call that, and hang them all. I think, again, there's some options there for garden stuff. And then you got your pegs, simple pegs here, 3-inch hangers, 2-inch hangers, 4-inch hangers, etc. A little bit of everything to go there, as well as screwdriver holders on the tool hanger system. And so before we go back there and dive into the box and kind of look at each individual, you know, some wrench organizers, some screwdriver organizers that I have in there. And then you can also see my half organized socket drawer. Let's look at their brand new product that's just about to launch, which is the 4.0 series. This is the angled wrench. Their angled wrench organizer. So these are large pliers, and angled wrenches. I guess they're just pliers. I was going to use them for wrenches as well, so either way. But one of the nice things here that I really, really like that they're doing on their 4.0 is they're kind of rubberized. Everything here is rubberized. It's I guess the whole thing's rubber. But it's really, really rigid. So you could convince me that's plastic, but it's flexible. It, you know, it twists and bends. Now, why that matters, you know, in a toolbox, well, it just keeps things quieter and keeps things softer on here. It's not a hard plastic that things are on. So really, really nice there. Again, still has the, you know, the missing tool indicator that you got there. And you're probably thinking, well, with a large plier, why would I need that? Yeah, it's kind of fair, but still love having it. When you look at putting, you know, one of your really, really large wrenches on here, you could still fit a big ass wrench in a short drawer because they're laid down basically flat, but you still have missing tool indicator. You can still see the size as you pull it open and fit more in there than if they were all the way flat, because you do have a little angle to it. So super, super stoked about the new 4.0 series. That's coming out, and excited to get my hands on more of that stuff. So let's, I think that's all the stuff I have on the table in front of me. Let's head back to the box and we'll check out some of the stuff in the drawers. One of the first drawers I organized was my screwdriver drawer, and it is, oh, I'm only missing one screwdriver. And I just had so many just laying around, and I still have more up in the top. Up top, I have a whole composite series I need to throw somewhere. But I wanted to get all my screwdrivers, nut drivers. I got some additional old Vaco ones, and you know, scrapers, some short crowbars, and my trim tool there. I wanted to get it all put in a drawer, organized out. These were all rolling around all the time. As you see, they don't move. I mean, this one wiggled a little bit. Jesus, it's not gonna go anywhere. But side to side doesn't happen, and as you see, missing tool indicator. So super excited about this drawer. I've been really, really loving it. This is what kind of originally sold me on the whole system they had. I just fell in love with it. And so let's go down to wrenches. So the one thing about this Montezuma box is there's only one full width drawer, and I really wish this next drawer down was full width, because I'd love to have all my wrenches also organized like that. But what I've done is I've thrown them all in a drawer like here, and again, missing one here. I took it out just for example so you can see it, but you know, I've got all of my wrenches in here, all organized out really nice, or I guess a lot of them. I got my large ones that I'll use my large angled ones or organizers on. You'll notice there's an opening on the top of each one, and that is for your size indicators. I haven't put mine in yet because I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna keep it like this, or I wasn't, and I just haven't got back to it yet. So after working with this for a while now, I think this is gonna work fine for me. So metric, SAE, some open ends, and again, it is stuff. I mean, if you're really tough on stuff, these things aren't gonna fall out of place, which is nice. And then lastly, we talked about some sockets. We can see some of my sockets here. This drawer is a mess, but you can see all of my sockets back here, or some of my SAE sockets back here. Again, a few missing tool indicators there, so we can kind of see what we're missing. There's my 9/16 right there. And then I'm sure somewhere in here is my my missing 1/4 inch that I have. But we'll find that another time. So that kind of gives you an idea there. Oh, I have my ratchets using some of the screwdriver. I think this is screwdriver organizers is what I used over here. So Same deal, has, you know, my missing tool. It kept these really nice in there so that I wouldn't misplace all of my my ratchets, which was something I had issues with. Maybe not misplacing them, but them rolling around. So I've thrown those in there. Again, missing tool because it feels like when I do lose something, it is a ratchet. So kind of nice to have that kind of thrown over there on there. And then we'll let's go back down to the wrench drawer because here's that missing wrench that I threw up top. And there you go. Now it's back in there and no missing tool. All right, guys, so that's kind of the big haul I have here on all my Toolbox Widget stuff. I'm not gonna bore you with me doing organization. We'll come back another week and I'll show you what all I did, how I organized everything out, and kind of do a run through there just so you can see a full toolbox tour once everything's done. It does take a long time to organize because I changed my mind 55 different freaking times. But again, a lot of products from them, some brand new stuff that's not even out on the market yet, and just again, a great company, super awesome, and remember, veteran owned, and really proud of it. They do a lot of really kick-ass stuff. So again, if you've made it this far, I'd love a like, a subscribe, and I'll see you next week.